Let's close out the Finish to 18 in 2018 project that I had going on. It was supposed to be a rolling project, and I did get a chance to roll some products in, but not very many. I also didn't finish 18 products. That was my goal, but I did finish 12, so that's pretty good, right? The Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, this is one of their deluxe blah sample sizes. I started somewhere, I think over here, and then I finished the entire thing. Would not buy this again. I much prefer their original Photo Finish Primer. I like that one so much more. Argan Illuminator from Josie Maran is a liquid illuminator, and I'm so happy I put it in the project because I love this stuff so much. This is a liquid highlight, but I used it as a base under foundation. I also used it as a liquid highlight. This is beautiful. It moisturizes my skin. The glow peeks through foundation. I especially love using this with mattifying foundations. I'm sorry, but my nose is so itchy all of a sudden. I love this. Would buy this again. Milani eyeshadow primer. This guy, I started somewhere there and finished this completely off. I had 2 shadow bases in this project and I only finished 1, but because I would majority of the time pull for this guy right here. I finished 3 foundations in this project. I think my original goal was to finish 4, but I finished 3. That's pretty damn good. The Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation. This is the shade 322. I went in actually not long ago into Target looking for this foundation, and I couldn't find this particular shade, but they've expanded their shade range from the time I bought this foundation, and that's pretty damn good. I'm really happy about that. So anyways, this was in Warm Honey. I started right there, finished it completely off. I also finished the Studio Fix foundation from MAC. This was practically full. A lot of my foundations were about there. I love this foundation, so I would love to buy this foundation a lot closer to something like this, because this is perfect for me. You see the golden? That's perfect for my skin. And you can see that brings more of the orange in this guy right here. So love those 2. I also finished the Face and Body foundation from MAC. This guy, in my last update, I had that much left and then I finished it off. There is a review coming up on my channel that I recorded like 3 weeks ago or 2 weeks ago or something like that, and I have yet to put it up on my channel. I think it's been like 2 weeks since I recorded it, but anyways, it's going to be a wear and test on this foundation. And that guy, I started right there and then just finished it completely off. 2 powders that I finished. The Lorac Perfection powder. I will not buy this powder again. It was nice, but the finish reminds me of the MSF powders from MAC, and I much prefer those than this guy right here. Plus, this is in the shade tan, and that looks like a light medium to me. The powder was the color of what you're seeing on the waffle right there. The Sonia Kashuk brightening powder, this guy right here, I started somewhere over here and then finished it completely off. Not a powder that I will buy again anytime soon. Let's get into some of the measured products here. Try to get through them pretty quickly. Yash from MAC, finished that guy. I had shared with you guys, if this is the first time you guys are watching this video, I'm ridiculous, and I had a lot of lipsticks that had a little bit left. You know, because I love doing that to myself. I don't know why. So I put them in the project so I can finish them off. So MAC Yash is one of them. You can see where I started, and then I finished that guy off. Devoted from Stila is a lip liner I focused on this year. I can't believe it took me this long to finish one lip liner. That's that guy right there. I was up there and then I finished that guy. Givenchy lip liner. This guy right here. I finished it in my last update, started right there and then finished it right there. This guy I added in my last update, and this was so much faster to use up than the Stila one. Although the Stila, I did focus on it a lot in this last year. The formula of that one is a little bit harder. It's a little bit more firm, and I didn't have to sharpen it after every use. So that lip liner is not quite as creamy to where this guy was really, really creamy. But I actually like the creamy lip liners. That guy started right there and then finished it right there. It was just a nude lip liner, and it was really beautiful, very easy to use. I paired it up with NYX Natural, and I really enjoyed it. I finished an eyebrow product here, so that guy was done. And I think did I have this guy in there? I don't think I did. Oh, it's okay. All right, let's get into two eyeliners that I did not finish. This is the Urban Decay Smoked eyeliner. It's the gray one. I started right there and then I'm leaving it off right there. This is gonna go in the trash. Number one, I don't like it. Number two, it's gotten very hard, so it doesn't even glide onto my waterline like it used to. No. The Burgundy Suede eyeliner though from Estee Lauder, although it doesn't stay in my waterline, I love the color of this. It's a kind of burgundy suede, but it's kind of reddish brown. Oh, it's beautiful. The color of this is insanely gorgeous. And started right there, and I'm leaving it off right there. You can see that was my last update, and that's where I'm leaving it off. Oh, I use this obviously as an eyeliner, but I've been using it a lot as a lip liner as well. Estelita! Steli! Two lipsticks that I have here. This is Mesmerizing Magenta, which I had lost my little booklet, so I did not mark it, but you know, again, I have a little bit left of this guy. I will continue using it. I do have it on today mixed in with NYX Natural. Gosh, my nose is very, very itchy right now. Now my head is getting itchy. What's going on? NYX Natural. I think we can consider this guy done, right? I think we did okay. Again, you know, very ridiculous amount of product right there. That little slanted line is where it was, and then I finished that guy off. So that's another product left. Actually, that's 13 products finished. Yay for me. And I can't remember, I don't know if I mentioned this, but I can't remember if these guys, I put them in the project, but you know, that was Pink Truffle from Revlon and Kinda Sexy from MAC, these two lip products. So 4 lip products out of my stuff this year. Let's move on to base products that are still lingering. The L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. This is in Classic Tan. A little bit dark for me, so I did use it as a liquid bronzer this year. So I would chip away a little bit at a time every time I would use it, because I didn't need a lot of the product. It is a very opaque, kind of full coverage foundation, so using it as a bronzer, same thing, you know, very, very small amount going into the hollows of my cheeks, the perimeter of my face basically. So this guy is still lingering. There's still product coming out of it. I can't really mark it anymore because it's squeezing all the way down to here, and a lot, you hear that? There's a lot of air in here, so I know I can finish it in the next month if I really commit to it. Today I'm actually wearing it as a foundation, so I put it on more of my face today, and what I did is just made sure I highlighted quite a bit with my concealer to brighten it up in certain areas. I could only bring it into my cheek area here, in this area, and then my forehead, and then, you know, go in with that concealer. So that guy's still lingering on. The Maybelline Master Conceal, this is in medium. I don't mind how light this is, I just don't like the consistency. It's a high coverage concealer, which is great. It's just, it's too thick for my liking, and it's too thick and it's too light. Two things that wouldn't go well together. If I wouldn't mind the consistency if it was a little bit deeper, or if it was lighter, or if I wouldn't mind the color if it was, the consistency would be thinner. Yeah, I could work with that, but two things that are just, I don't personally like together. It's too light and it's too thick, and I don't particularly like that. So this guy's gonna go away. I am finishing it off right there though, and I started somewhere right there. So I used about that much of the product, which is not a lot, but again, I used a dot amount every single time because it is very, very thick. The Select Sheer pressed powder from MAC. I'll have a before picture over here from one of my last updates or something like that, or maybe where it started off, but I have pretty good pan going on in this guy. This is in NC45. The Stila Convertible little cream blush. Let's see. I have the edges left. Still enjoying this guy. I really like it. You can use this as a lip product or a cream blush, and I used it majority of the time as a cream blush, and I use it most of the times when I'm not wearing a ton of makeup or I'm not even wearing foundation. This looks so beautiful. It gives a very plump, juicy looks to the cheeks when I'm not wearing any kind of foundation. So because it adds a little bit of coverage in this particular area where I need more coverage, I really like it. So I'm going to continue working on it and finishing it off at some point. Sorry, but my nose is very, very itchy all of a sudden. The Bronze Booster from Physicians Formula. These were the little pearls that I crushed. I'm decluttering this. I mentioned in my last update I was going to be decluttering it, but I did get a little bit of use out of it. Not very much. This guy just lingers and lingers and lingers. I love the finish of this. I didn't like it when it was in the pearl form, and then I crushed it. Now it's in a loose form, and I don't like it like that either, so we're never satisfied. The Too Faced Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, I put this in 1 month ago, I want to say now, and I don't know what kind of progress I was expecting to get out of it, and I quite frankly I forgot that I put it in the project, so I wasn't really reaching for it. I did use it, I just didn't use it as much, so there's still quite a bit of product. I'm not gonna have a before picture for this because I didn't really touch it very much. So that's that. The Brow Pow, though, there is progress from my last update. I can't remember if I had pan in my last update or not, but if I didn't, then I now have pan and have expanded it. Really great progress for this little guy, and I'm still enjoying it. I still put it in my brows. Sometimes I use it by itself, sometimes I mix it in with a brow pencil. The L'Oreal Infallible in Amber Rush, this guy, I'm gonna give this guy away. I just don't use it, you know, and I think I have some similar shadows that are in a pressed form that, I don't know, are just as beautiful. This is beautiful. I just don't use it because it's in a single form. So I'm gonna start kind of looking into my single stuff and seeing what I'm gonna keep and what I'm gonna get rid of. I've already decluttered some of them, but not all of them. The Color Tattoo from Maybelline, this guy, I will have a before picture. I did get use out of it, just not as much. I wasn't using it all the time, but I did use it, and you will be able to see from when I started to now. I think I'll do that so you guys can really see, because I hit pan on it and I wasn't expecting to finish it, but I didn't expect to use as much as I did this year, so I'm actually really excited about that. 2 products that I did declutter. Oh no, let's do this guy, the number 7 Beautifully Matte Primer. This guy is still going on. My God, it will never leave my side. I used it today. I will continue using it until I'm done with it. I know I can finish this little sucker. I won't buy it again. It's just not, I don't know. There's something in here that it does mattify me a little bit, but not a lot. I still get pretty oily with this, but funny enough, it dries me out to where it almost dehydrates my skin if I use it consistently days back to back. So, and it makes me flaky, so not something that I would buy again, which is why I don't use it every single time that I do my makeup, because it is just too much. A product that I did declutter is the Bella Bronze shadow. This guy is going to be given away to somebody else because it's beautiful. It just irritates my eyes. And a product that's going in the trash is this NYX Eyebrow Cake Powder. It doesn't perform as well as the Balm Brow Pow. The color of this doesn't retain on my brows the entire day, not even the entire day, just hours in, it just kind of starts wearing off. So it doesn't wear very, very well on me. I did dig into the little wax, but not something that I enjoyed very much. It's a little bit too greasy, so not a good quality, although a bit more on the inexpensive side. It's not a good quality eyebrow product, in my opinion. I would much rather pay the little extra money for this little guy, because I don't need a lot of this. This is very pigmented and it's a very good quality brow product. I have now hit my 15-minute mark. Thank you guys so much for following along. If you did, I hope you guys had great success in your project in this last year and finished some good products, or if you didn't finish, maybe you made some kind of progress in each one. So that's great. That's always good as well. Thank you guys again, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.